Hey everyone, Joe here with the Idaho Prepper channel. Good to be back with you guys here today. So today's video, we're going to be taking a look at my new inch pack. So this is the Marting Top Military Internal Frame Backpack. I just picked it up on Amazon about a week ago, and I bought this really to replace this bag. So you guys might be familiar with this backpack. I just did a video on it about a month ago, but this was my Bugout bag. And one of the things I realized when I was actually getting ready to make that video and I was swapping out the gear and I was adding new gear was that I was really evolving this bag into an inch pack. Now, for those of you who might not be familiar with what an inch pack is, basically it just stands for I'm never coming home bag. Really the two differences between a Bugout bag and an inch pack is an inch pack is really designed to sustain you out in the wilderness longer, whereas a Bugout bag is really just meant to kind of be a 72-hour maximum bag. It's really just meant to get you from point A to point B, or a resupply point. So what I kind of found when I was getting ready to make the video was that I was just packing this full of, long-term sustainable type gear, and the bag was getting bigger and bigger. If you notice in the video, I had pouches on the outside. I had to strap my sleeping bag on the top. I had pouches on the belt, and I just didn't really like having all that gear on the outside. And I started searching for a new backpack, about a month before I made that video, and I was really just hoping to find this backpack but in a bigger version. And I ended up giving up. I couldn't find anything like it. Now, in case you guys don't know, real quick, this is the Eberly Stock Fat Track. And this, like I said, it's Marting Top. There's really no name for it. They're just calling it a 75-liter bag. So I really just wanted this backpack, but in a bigger version. Couldn't find it and eventually gave up. I made the video. And then about a week ago, I was, shopping on Amazon, and I came across this bag. Now, the strange thing is that Marting Top actually has two versions of this backpack. They're both 75-liter packs, but one is built a lot better than the other. Not sure why they did that, but it just is what it is. The main difference between these two packs, this one and this one, besides the obvious, which is the size, this is a 40-liter pack, this is a 75-liter pack, is the price tag. This is a $400 backpack, and this is a $140 backpack. Now you might be thinking, well, maybe one's made in America, one's made in China. Nope, both made in Asia. This is actually made in Vietnam, and this one's made in China. So no real difference there. Now, back to where I'm kind of going to be jumping around on this video because there's a lot to get into, and it's really cold, and I'm just praying that I can get this video done in one take so I can get back inside. But like I said, it's really strange that Marting Top made two of these backpacks. There's a cheaper version, which is $90, and then this version, which is $140, and the difference is quite considerable. The material that this one is made out of is a lot better. It is the Coeur, it's the 620D. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that, but it's a really heavy duty Coeur premium material, much more durable, pretty much the same material that this is made out of. It's also got a really heavy duty back support lumbar system back here. So it has an internal frame. It's basically a hard plastic panel, plus it has two aluminum alloy bars that run down the back, which just give this backpack a really good back support system. It also has the adjustable shoulder straps to kind of fit your torso, and it has a adjustable and removable belt. You can actually swap this belt out with like a combat belt. So there's a lot of cool features to this backpack, which I'll get into. But I really kind of want to just do, for the sake of the video, kind of a cross comparison here, because these two bags are extremely similar. Not only are they designed the same, but they are built the same. You would think that there would be a major difference in quality because of those two price points, but there's really not. Like I said, I've owned this backpack for 6 years. I know it inside and out. And when I got this backpack in the mail, I was just shocked at how well made this backpack was for the money. So, like I said, I'm going to be going through this. Now, I am going to be selling this backpack. And this is, going to be my full-time, really, inch pack. Now, like I said, this was a Bugout bag. Now, it's evolved into an inch pack. Now, you're probably wondering, where's my Bugout bag? Well, my Bugout bag is here. I did a whole review video on this, and I was actually calling it my get home bag, but this is really it's really a Bugout bag and a get home bag. It's got enough gear in here to sustain me for 72 hours and get me from point A to point B. So this is pretty much gonna be my Bugout bag and my get home bag. And it just happens to also be made by Marting Top. So I'm just really happy with their gear. So that's one of the reasons why I went and bought this backpack. It's essentially this pack, but bigger. And when I was getting ready to do that video, there are some deal breaker kind of features to a backpack that I needed to have. One, I needed to have a backpack that I could open up and access all of my gear really quick. That's just an absolute must for me. The other thing is I needed a really good back support system. I really wasn't too concerned about the price. I was willing to spend a lot, but to find everything I wanted in a backpack for that price, it just blows me. I'm still blown away by it. The other features that were pretty critical for me were these side pouches. The reason why I need these long side pouches on here is so I can keep my saw, my folding saw, and my hatchet on the side. And then on this side, I can actually either keep my handheld radio in here, I can keep a water bottle in here, or I could actually even keep my rifle in here. I could actually get my 1022, the buttstock, in this pocket and then secure it with this strap right here. Let's see. The other feature that this backpack has is this new technology. It's called Reco. I've never heard about this. I kind of researched it a little bit. It's been around for about 40 years or so. But really what it is like a tracking technology. So if you get lost in the wilderness or like an avalanche or something, a helicopter with the Reco system can actually locate you. So I already know there's going to be some guys out there saying like they don't want a tracking device. That's fine, I get it. You could actually, this is just stitched on, so you could cut this off and do away with it if you are not comfortable with that. But it is kind of a cool feature, and it was nice to see that on this pack. Let's see. The other thing, and this is kind of interesting. So this Fact Track backpack is about 6 years old. Now, Eberly Stock does not make, they still make the Fact Track, but they don't make it the way they used to. They got rid of the MOLLE and on the front, so they still have MOLLE on the sides and the top and bottom. I think on the top, I'm not sure. But they had the MOLLE on the sides, so that's good. But they also got rid of all the compartments in the admin pouch, which I don't know why they did that, but clearly I think they were just trying to make the backpack cheaper to make, but the price stayed the same. So it's still a $400 backpack, it just has less stuff. But this one has all that stuff. It has the MOLLE on the front here, MOLLE on the sides, MOLLE, actually not MOLLE on the top, but MOLLE on the bottom, but it has two straps if you wanted to cinch a sleeping bag on top. The admin pouch has all the compartments like the old one. So new one doesn't have it. It's just a basic open sack. So that was really cool to see that. The inside, let's see, the other feature I really liked about this pack that the Eberly Stock didn't have is this pouch here. and this is kind of like a pouch for like a hygiene kit. So that's actually what I have in here. The other cool feature that it has that this one doesn't have is this cinch strap here. So you place all your gear inside the backpack, and then you clip this together and cinch it, and it pulls the sidewalls together, which allows you to zip up this backpack a lot easier. So that is a huge little bonus feature. But I know there's going to be something I'm going to forget to include in this video, but I really just wanted to make this video to show you guys this deal, because this is really the perfect pack for me. Now, I will do a full video where I'll show you all the gear in here, but essentially it's just all the gear that I had in here is just in here now. But I am going to be winterizing it here pretty soon, so be putting some cold weather gloves, swapping out some of the food and stuff like that in here. The rain fly on the bottom has the rain fly just like this one does. So if it starts raining, you can throw this over your pack and it'll keep it dry. Oh, the other thing I almost forgot is on this belt here. So it's got a built-in pouch on this belt, which is pretty cool. And I keep my mags for my 22 or my sidearm in this little pouch here. And then on this pouch, and this is really cool, got these two zippers. Essentially, what happens is you have this little bag that pops out and you have a dump sack. So that's really cool. You're on a hike, you find some wild edibles or whatever, you can just dump them in here, collect fire tinder on your way to the camp, or your spent mags and shell casings, you can just keep it in here. So that was a really cool feature to this bag. I mean, definitely someone was thinking when they were putting this bag together. So you're probably thinking there's got to be a difference because of the price point, and there really isn't. I mean, these are YKK zippers, YKK buckles on this bag. This doesn't even have YKK zippers. The zippers on here are good, the buckles are good, but they're not YKK. The other thing, the stitching is really good on here. The inside lining is high quality in here, just like it is on here. And the other thing, which is really weird, is that they're both the same weight empty. So this is 7.5 pounds and this is 7.5 pounds. And I think the only reason is because this backpack has some more internal type components which accommodate for the radio system that this bag is designed for, whereas this one doesn't. You open it up, it's pretty much just empty. It doesn't have the panels that this one does. I'll show you real quick. For the radios, there's kind of a big panel and a bunch of buckles in here. So that's about the only difference I can see. But yeah, the support system is the exact same. This has the aluminum alloy bars with a plastic panel. They both have places for a water bladder. So very cool. I was really glad to find this pack, and it's really just going to be my inch pack. Now, the other reason why I have an inch pack, not so much because I think I'm going to end up in a situation where I'm going to have to flee and live out in the wilderness forever. I really just created this pack for when I go camping or when I go hunting. It's a really good pack for that. I can fit all of my stuff in here, my tent's in here, my backpack's in here. So just really happy to finally have found a backpack that fits all of my gear inside. So I think that'll do it. I know there's something I probably forgot in this video, but let me know in the comment section if you have any questions for me, if you would have done anything differently. But if you haven't done so already, please make sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, and if you are interested in this backpack or any of the gear that you saw in today's video, I'll make sure to leave links in the description. So I'm going to get inside because it's freezing. So with that said, until the next time, stay prepared.